Joining us to take a deeper dive into this discussion tonight, we have with us an entire panel. Charu Pragya, spokesperson for the BJP, Ravi Srivastava, a political analyst, and R. Rajagopalan, senior journalist, join us right now to provide us with context. We will have more experts joining us in just a second, but let's start first with the BJP. Before we go over, ma'am, to you, I just want to tell all of our panelists, I'll come over to you first for an initial response on this entire topic, then we'll take a deeper dive. Charu Pragya ma'am, I want to come to you first and ask you, we just walked our audiences through everything that it is that the opposition has had to say. Now, a lot of this isn't new. These are all statements we've heard variations of over the last month. I do want to ask you though, particularly to Mamata Banerjee's rally that she took out yesterday afternoon, the strong words she directed towards the BJP, what did the BJP make of the opposition's responses all through the day yesterday?
So a very good evening to you and a very good evening to all our viewers. Now look at the irony of the Indian political opposition. They have criticized the BJP for decades, saying that our manifesto has always included building of the Ram Mandir. And why haven't we built it already? The famous line we've heard while growing up is मंदिर वहीं बनाएंगे लेकिन तारीख नहीं बताएंगे. तो आज मंदिर बन गया है, भगवान जी का प्राण प्रतिष्ठा हो चुका है. They are worried now कि मंदिर क्यों बन गया? Look at the irony. So they are upset with us because we are delivering on all our manifesto promises, whether it was the abrogation of Article 370 or the construction of Ram Mandir. Now, all these political statements which are coming from various opposition leaders are frankly laughable because you knew the Supreme Court had given a verdict which was in favor of Ram Lalla. You knew that the construction of the mandir had already started. It's going to be inaugurated anytime soon. When you call it political, you forget that actually all of you were invited. In mass, if you had attended, in number you would have been greater than any BJP representatives because BJP was not invited. The person who was representing the entire country for all of us was Modi ji. You could have been there. You could have taken a delegation there. You could have written letters saying, I am unable to attend, but my deputy will be there. You didn't bother because you had to tend to your vote banks. You didn't bother because you still rely on appeasement politics and not the politics of development. And those who are again talking in loops around the usual liberal agendas of talking about Garibi or talking about development, let me remind them that a record number of 25 crore people have risen out of poverty in India in the last 9 years. So please don't think that our dharma is linked to the developmental work that we do on ground. They are completely independent of each other and we can make sure that we take care of both.
Okay, Ms. Pragya, thank you for the starting statements. I'll go over to each of our panelists now to understand more. I want to go over right now to Ravi Srivastava, who's with us. So I want to ask you, when we just take a look at all of the different opposition responses, you have a party like the TMC that was very sharp and very coordinated in their attack. Mamata Banerjee speaking in a single line. Say what you will off the perspective she had. It was a singular position. So compared to that, there is a Congress where you had a far more scattered voice coming through. Now, I know the Congress tried to say that was them allowing their leaders to pursue whatever it is that they believed in. But when you saw all of yesterday's developments, some Congress leaders even choosing to attend the ceremony, Congress leaders hosting Havans, the Chief Minister in Karnataka hosting Havans at the same time saying that we only respect Gandhi's Ram. What did you make of that entire approach, sir? Just focusing on the Congress.
Good evening, Toya. First of all, I find one positive out of it. The positive is that you, not alone you, entire media had been talking in last 5-6 months. Opposition is fragmented, opposition is fractured, opposition is divided. They are fighting among themselves. They are creating all kind of confusions in the minds of people. One issue where entire opposition has been found standing on a single ground. I think you show me one person from the opposition who had been there. And it is not that somebody opposes Ram Mandir. Ram Mandir is a great event. It is absolutely a fabulous thing to happen in India. But it does not mean that the kind of narrative being created that if you are not attending the event, you are against it. You could be having different opinions as well. What Arvind Kejriwal has done in Delhi, he made a Sundarkand part. Even yesterday he was chanting various religious things and events he was attending yesterday. So everybody has done it in his own way. There is people have their own way of worshipping. See, this is the religion is a matter of darshan, philosophy. Religion is not a matter of pradarshan.
Okay, Mr.
What
Srivastava,
BJP
let
has
me
been
just ask
saying.
you. Let me just ask you one question here, though. So I appreciate what you're trying to say. That look, the INDIA alliance had different stances on this. I think that's what you're trying to say. They had different stances on it, and each party was allowed to practice what it believed. So you had, for example, the Aam Aadmi Party that welcomed the Ram Mandir, that held various ceremonies across Delhi, for example. You had a party like the Congress that sent some of its leaders inside the Pran Pratishtha, and you also had some leaders who stayed away. And then, of course, you have other parties that altogether stayed away, like the TMC. But sir, I want to ask you, and that's what I was asking you here. From Mamata Banerjee, you had a sharp attack, and the TMC was unified in that attack. So the Congress in itself had multiple different voices. Do you think that bodes well for a party, sir? For the fact, just to see that the party sat out during the last few weeks.
Absolutely. See, Congress is a very democratic party. Right in the beginning, they had said that whosoever wants to go and attend it can go and do it.
Okay.
On 15th of January, entire, I think, UP's Congress unit, they had gone there. They had taken on Makar Sankranti. They took the holy bath there. So this is their astha. This is their thinking. See, the opinions are, the comments are very, very sharp. The comment has come from Pinarayi Vijayan is altogether different. The comment came from Mamata Banerjee is also very different. And everybody has made his own way, his own mind clear. But as far as the Congress is concerned, I think they had taken on the very beginning एक आधा अधूरा मंदिर है, हम नहीं जाएंगे और हमें ये जिस तरह से ये निमंत्रण पत्र बांट रहे हैं, this is not the way of
गए तो वो तब भी, but I'll ask you in just a second, sir. So just stay with us. I want to go over to the other panelists we have with us.